All right, when you talk about the Indian Premier League, there's one clash that stands head and shoulders above everything else for sheer intensity and drama. Yep, I'm talking about the rivalry between the Chennai Super Kings and the Mumbai Indians. So today, we're going to decode exactly what makes this matchup so legendary.
Look, to really get CSK versus MI, you kind of have to throw out everything you know about a typical cricket match. This isn't just a game. It's a historic battle, a genuine clash of titans that gets the entire nation glued to their screens every single time they step onto that pitch.
And this quote, man, it just captures the feeling perfectly. It's so much more than a game. There's a reason they call it the IPL's biggest war. It's because every single match feels like this massive event where history gets made, new legends are born, and the stakes? They're always at their absolute highest. So what's really at the heart of this rivalry? Well, it all comes down to a legacy of championships. This isn't some underdog story, a David versus Goliath thing. Nope, this is a true head-to-head battle between two perfectly matched, absolute powerhouses of the league.
I mean, just look at the two teams. On one side, you've got the Chennai Super Kings. You've probably heard them called the Dad's Army, right? And that's because they embody experience and this just unshakable calmness under pressure. And then on the other side, the Mumbai Indians, they're like this relentless machine of raw aggression and just explosive power. So you've got two completely different ways of thinking, but both are ruthlessly effective at getting that top prize.
And here it is, the proof of just how dominant these two are. 5 championships for CSK and 5 for MI. I mean, they are perfectly balanced. It's just incredible. This isn't a one-sided thing at all. It's a genuine battle of equals, with both teams sitting right at the very top of the IPL mountain.
And their history? Wow. It's basically a highlight reel of the most legendary, high-pressure moments you can imagine. We're talking epic finals that are decided on the very last ball. So many last-over thrillers, you can't even count them all. And just those unforgettable flashes of genius, like Dhoni finishing a match in that classic ice in his veins style, or Rohit Sharma pulling off a chase that looked absolutely impossible.
All those tight finishes we just talked about, it really brings us to the core of what makes them different. This whole rivalry is basically defined by this massive clash of philosophies. You've got CSK's calculated, calm experience going up against MI's pure, outright aggression. Okay, so let's really break down how their strategies stack up. For CSK, their strength is all in that experienced middle order and their super clever spin attack. It gives them this almost supernatural ability to just stay calm when the pressure is on. Meanwhile, MI's biggest weapon? That explosive batting lineup. It gives them the confidence to feel like they can chase down literally any score you put in front of them.
Okay, so when two teams are this evenly matched, the whole game often comes down to one single moment of individual brilliance. So the big question is, who are the players that can actually step up and turn this entire contest on its head? For Chennai, victory so often boils down to their designated finisher. That one player whose job it is to steer the ship through the absolute chaos of the final overs. It's a role that's basically become synonymous with the CSK franchise and its whole legacy of clutch performances.
Now for Mumbai, their X factor is often a proven big-time match winner like Rohit Sharma. I mean, he has that rare, devastating ability to single-handedly just rip the game away from the other team. He can change the entire course of the match in just a handful of overs.
But hey, it's not always a solo act, right? You can never, ever underestimate the power of a game-changing partnership. In T20 cricket, all it takes is a few overs with 2 batters firing at the same time to completely flip the script. And honestly, this is often where these huge games are truly won or lost.
All right, so with all of that in mind, how does this epic battle actually play out? Well, believe it or not, the entire match could be shaped by one simple thing, the coin toss. Let's dig into the most likely scenarios.
So really, 2 critical paths can open up right from the toss. Okay, first up, if CSK bats first, their whole experienced lineup is built to post a massive total and just pile on that scoreboard pressure. But if MI ends up chasing, their explosive power means that no matter what the target is, you're almost guaranteed a nail-biting last-over thriller. It just always happens.
And all of this brings us to the ultimate question, doesn't it? In this massive clash, this war between yellow and blue, who is going to conquer? Is it going to be the cool, calculated strategy of the Chennai Super Kings or the raw, untamed aggression of the Mumbai Indians? Our analysis can only take us so far. In a rivalry this close, sometimes it just comes down to a gut feeling. So I'm turning it over to you. Who do you think takes it? Let me know. Drop your prediction in the comments right now.
We're going to be breaking down all the biggest moments from the IPL season, just like this. So if you want to make sure you don't miss any of our deep dives, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and you know the drill, ring the bell for notifications.